The Miwok people, one of the many indigenous groups of California, have called these lands home for thousands of years. Living in what is now the Central Valley, the Sierra Nevada, and the San Francisco Bay Area, the Miwok's deep connection to the land is evident in their culture, traditions, and way of life. The Miwok are divided into 4 distinct groups based on their geographical locations: the Coast Miwok, Lake Miwok, Bay Miwok, and Sierra Miwok. Each group adapted to the diverse environments, developing unique cultural practices while sharing a common linguistic and cultural heritage. Miwok society was organized around extended family units, with each family responsible for various tasks like hunting, gathering, and basket weaving. Acorns, a staple food, were gathered and processed by the women, while men hunted deer, elk, and smaller game. The Miwok people were also skilled fishers, relying on the abundant rivers and streams. Their intricate baskets, woven with materials like willow, sedge, and redbud, were used for food storage and cooking. Traditional Miwok clothing was both practical and symbolic. In warmer months, men typically wore minimal clothing, such as a breechcloth made from deer or rabbit skin. Women wore skirts made from tule reeds or deerskin, often decorated with shells, beads, and feathers. During colder weather, both men and women wore robes made from animal hides to keep warm. Adornment was an important part of Miwok culture. Necklaces made from shells, bones, and beads were worn by both men and women. The Coast Miwok, living near the Pacific, used shells like abalone and clams, while the Sierra Miwok favored magnesite beads, sourced from nearby trade networks. Spirituality was woven into the fabric of Miwok life. They believed in a world inhabited by both human and supernatural beings. Shamans, or spiritual leaders, were vital to the community, performing ceremonies to ensure harmony and balance with the natural world. The Big Time, a ceremonial gathering, was held to celebrate seasonal changes, honoring the spirits and ancestors. The arrival of Spanish colonizers in the 18th century brought profound changes to Miwok life. Forced relocation to missions, along with disease and land dispossession, drastically reduced their population. Despite these challenges, the Miwok people have persisted, maintaining their cultural identity and traditions. Today, Miwok descendants continue to celebrate their heritage, passing down traditional knowledge and practices. Cultural revitalization efforts, such as language preservation, traditional arts, and ceremonies, are helping to keep the Miwok spirit alive. Conclusion: the story of the Miwok people is one of resilience and strength. As they honor their ancestors and heritage, they also look to the future, ensuring that the legacy of the Miwok endures for generations to come.